Hey, now we're live. Boom, boom, bam. Welcome back, everybody. Another Tuesday night to chat with the Muskrat, Mr. Creole catfishing. We are both experiencing some technical difficulties tonight. We have my internet's not wanting to connect and stay connected. I had to restart the computer, and I don't know if it's showing this on your guys' end, but Jeremy's camera's being all.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those nights. I'm telling you right now, one of those nights. Mm-hmm. My show and tell might be taking my webcam and throwing it out the window.
Well, it would make for an interesting show, maybe.
Yeah.
So we do have somebody in the basement. They're wanting to come up and do some show and tell with us. Hopefully, we got more than one person that is interested in sharing some gadgets or cool little things that might help you in the outdoors world, whether it be, hunting, fishing, camping, all that stuff kind of translates to how half of us camp out on our boat, do these fishing marathons. So just thought it might be cool to share some of these cool little things that we've all picked up. Ideally, it's one of those items that, you're always out with your friends or out with somebody and you're like, man, that's cool. I didn't think of that. Or, yeah, we got to get one of those. So, but before we get started, we say hello to some folks. Your camera seems to be holding up just fine now.
Shh. Don't talk about it, because then it's gonna mess up again.
All right. First person in the house tonight that I see anyway was River Rat 3030. John Boy's in the house. Fishing and Freedom channel member. What's going on, brother? Thanks for being here. Avid, John Boys. I think I said that. Fisherman Sid. I'm not sure. That's a new name. Here's another one.
Nubby, he's in a lot of our chats. I've seen him in a lot of other shows. Nubby, welcome, brother.
Thank you for stopping in. We got Harold Bolton. We got Miss Becca Mudtramp. What's going on, Becca? Terry Lane's in the house. Robin C, another channel member. Thank you, Robin. Harold Bolton, another channel member. Thank you guys for your support. Brian B, another channel member. He's already dropping the thumbs up on you all. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that, buddy. Let's see. Try to get on down here. Chad is lurking. Steve Ransom is in the house. Keith, NWPA Fishing. What's going on, Keith? Thanks for stopping in. Cold Creek Catfishing. Billy's in the house. Greenwell Fishing. Whiskers Dreams. Here they come. Uptown, Chrissy Brown, Stonefly 71, Kevin Walters, Kelly Bullock. Woo, woo, woo. We got his Facebook user. I don't see who it is just yet, but thanks for stopping in. We got Mr. Zach Murray of the River Warriors. He's tuning in from work, so we'll try to keep it down a little bit. He's probably got us hanging out of his pocket.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that.
Daryl over here with Trophy Seekers Outdoors. Daryl, I don't know if what you sent me was public information or not, so send me a message or a thumbs up or something. So I don't want to put that out there if it ain't supposed to be. How's that for a suspense builder?
I know, right? Already.
Gene Tillman's in the house. The Shizzle's in the house. What's going on, Brandon? Another channel member. Thank you for your support. Uptown Chrissy Brown, another channel member. Thank you for your support. Annette's Fishing. What's going on? Thank you for being here. Try to get, everything just jumped and froze. Roger Brown's in the house.
David Smith, Roger Brown. Let's see. Bank Fishing Adventures. Welcome. Let's see. Jello's in the house. Been a while since I seen you in chat, brother. What's been happening?
Hey, what's up, Jello?
Paul Edmiston. Paul Edmiston. Let's see. Maurice Cason in the house, our favorite channel supporter. What's happening, Mr. Maurice?
Absolutely.
Sean Abney in the house. Let's see. I really don't want to forget anybody. I don't. So I may say names twice just for that. Freddie, the man himself. What's happening, Freddie?
All right.
Let's see. I think we made it to the bottom, Roger. I think we got there.
Well, we're at 61 folks, 6 minutes into the show, so we might be able to fill a couple more seats before it's all said and done. We'll try to shout them out as they come in. But we got somebody in the basement that was already ready. He understood the assignment.
Yes.
Mr. Two Stands Fishing. What's going on, buddy?
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, brother. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. Creole, what's up, my friend?
Hey, good to see you, brother. What's happening?
Oh, there's always something going on.
My Grimo says, do receipts count? My wife's car and my truck tires that were only half used had to be replaced. Only about $150 total. Work me sick. That's got to hurt. Ooh, I know the pain, buddy. I got to put 4 tires on my boat trailer, and I got to put 4 new tires on my truck.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt.
And that's one thing that I think a lot of boat owners, present included, tend to overlook is the trailer tires.
Yeah.
Bearings, tires, all that. Yeah.
Because you have it's much easier just to replace a tire than it is to have a blowout and have to replace the rim, the bearings, the wheel well, the yada yada yada. So
yeah. Yeah, you are 100%. And not only that, but trailer tires deserve the same respect as far as inspecting them every now and then.
Yeah.
Keeping the right tire pressure in them, make sure they're wearing evenly, things like that. Because look, if your trailer is not set up right, they'll wear a little one-sided and ruin you some tires real quick.
Well, I got thinking about that too, like weight distribution in your boat. If that might be a factor, or if you should rotate your tires on your trailer. A lot of us are running, tandem trailers at this point. And so I thought about that the other day. I was like, I wonder if rotating tires on a trailer is a thing or if it should be. So.
And if I'm not mistaken, the uneven wear can also be a sign of the bearings giving out, or also other bigger issues before they kind of happen.
Whoa. Okay, there we go. Much better.
It don't matter how you click that. At least I haven't figured out a way. And once you click that,
you're gonna go back and forth.
Yeah.
It's a crapshoot at that point. You don't know who's gonna be up there.
Check the axle as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
actually have a safety show coming up. This is kind of a traditional thing as we head into winter. And a lot of people are kind of slowing down on the fishing, and this is a good time to start checking gear and making upgrades and things like that. But we have that show scheduled. Yep. Zach says, do rotate tires on the trailer. So I've never done that, but
hey, why not?
It makes sense.
While you have the wheels off, servicing your bearings, wouldn't be a big deal to rotate them out.
That's right.
They're already off.
Well, Stan, welcome.
This episode of Muskrat is sponsored by Goodyear.
I like that.
Now I'm gonna go over to my buddy Mark Mitchell. He's got a tire service in Portsmouth. Eric delivers tires to him every day. So we'll say sponsored in part by Mitchell Brothers Tires.
Got to get the local shout out in there. That's right.
Yeah. Take care of the guys and take care of us. That's what support local business. But anyway, let's get right to it, Stan. We were talking about different tools and gadgets and things that we collect, and thought it'd be a fun time after Christmas here. Maybe you got some new toys and new things, but just kind of hop on here and do a little show and tell, have some fun.
I did get a pretty cool new thing for those people that. It's upstairs. But anyways, that's for a retrieval system. But I got a few things, Roger, since we don't have a full show yet.
Hey,
cold weather gloves.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I've been known to wear shorts out in the wintertime, but if your hands get cold, you can't feel your reel, you can't feel your line. These are cold weather gloves by Runkle, and they have the thumb pops off and it's got a magnet back there. It's got a little mitten pouch, so you can keep your hand totally warm, but then when you get the bite, bam, you pop it off. It's got a magnet to hold it back, and then you've still got access. Keeps your hands warm. I've been wearing these for last winter and now this winter so far, and they're by Runkle. And
I like the magnets.
Yeah, awesome idea there. So that's one of the first things. I grabbed a couple things once once I started there.
Until somebody else says, actually, I should just pin the link in here. How's that?
That's a good idea.
There you go. That might work. So
Now,
that's
Stan, a question about those gloves. How water resistant are those gloves if they are?
these are pretty good. Let's find out.
There you go. Yeah.
I haven't really stuck my hand down in the water with them that I know of, but it's kind of got that. You can see all about it on the website on RUNCL. But that's they keep the hands warm and dry. I haven't had an issue with it yet.
Okay.
So
Good. Very good.
Waterproof.
yeah, but there again, I've got a stand 3 that I fish with, so he does all that.
There you go.
And all that kind of stuff. But that's one thing. The next thing is I got a couple of different things. You see everybody struggling with weighing fish. And, I got a couple of things that I think are pretty cool. Most people, once they see them, they think they're pretty cool. The first thing is you see all the online tournaments. They use what's known as a bump board. This is the Musky board.
Slightly used.
Of course, this is not how it comes out of the box. We've caught measured a few fish on here. So, but basically, this is it for transport. It's pretty flat. And you can pretty much stow it in a lot of places. They use it on the kayaks because they can do that. And there's an upgrade on here. Is the metal rails right here.
Mm-hmm.
So what they do in the kayaks, and it works well in the boats too, is you pop this open, and this is a slide rail. You slide this down.
Imagine doing that with a 50-pounder in the other hand.
Yeah, you got a 50-pounder in your lap with the kayak. So it definitely works a little better on the boat or the bank. But so now you've got a stable 60 inches. And so you put your fish on there, nose it up to the board. Let's see, there's you can see the inches going up.
Yeah, if you guys would have brought out a clean board, I wouldn't have thought it was yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've gotten it up into this area here. We're trying to go off the board, but so we've been up in this area here. So that's the goal this year, is to get it past the 60 inches. But
well, I have to ask, what is the longest fish that board has seen?
That's a good question.
It's all the sturgeon, but
yeah, that's true. It's all the sturgeon. So
well, okay. Well, let me specify a catfish.
I think I was pushed. No, it was 51.
51.
Ooh,
51.
Nice.
The
That's a big
54-pound flathead was 51 inches long.
I got you.
Wow.
Nice.
And here's a little trick with that. Also, you can get the inches, the length. We have one of these little what do you tape? Like a fabric tape. It's just like plastic tape. So you get your length. Like I said, you lay it on the board, you get the length. You take this tape measure, bam, you wrap it around the thickest, it's the thickest part of the belly, and you get the girth.
Right.
And so then it's just length times girth divided by 800. And that is your weight. And we did quite a bit of experiment where we would weigh it and do that, and believe it or not, it was relatively close, within a couple of pounds.
Yeah, it was a lot closer than I thought it would be, honestly.
Yep. So, and it's so much better for the fish. You lay it on there, you wrap that around, boom, it's back in the water. There's no, there's no net, and trying to get the scale to. You got a 60-pound fish, and you're trying to get the scale to.
And then you think about it, everybody loves the stats. Now you got 2 more extra stats.
That's
you
right.
Throw out.
You got length, you got girth. But if you do like to weigh fish on a scale, here's a handy dandy thing that we got from the best agent in the game, Mr. Michael Murillo.
There you go.
This is actually a European carp sling. Voila. abracadabra. So basically, you pull this out. Woo! There's been some catfish in it. So basically, basically there it is. It's a big. It opens up here.
Does it have stoppers on the end? Like, is it closed on the end a little bit or anything to stop them from? Oh, okay.
The zipper doesn't go all the way down.
The zipper, I don't know. It's hard to show here, but this is. I don't know if you can see the. There is a zipper on the side. It goes from the top down to here, and then the pouch actually goes down here.
Deeper.
Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of has a belly in it.
Stop waving, man.
Yeah, we got to wash this out, but
Set it out in the sun. It'll UV will kill it.
I'm sitting in the chair. I'm sitting in a chair, and this is right here. You know,
at your knees.
so it's at my knees, like it's off the ground, and it's not even on the camera.
Okay,
So
cool.
what that means, not only do you wrap this around the fish, which kind of just I don't know if it's just that it keeps it immobilized, but it kind of immobilizes. It doesn't do a lot of that bouncing around that it seems to do like in a net or if you have it on grippers. So you put it in there,
Hey, Tyra.
put your handle, and a lot of times you can have it, you can have it zeroed out before you even do it. But there it is. I could literally weigh a 60-pound catfish sitting down, and it's so much better for the fish. There's no, with the nets, a lot of times, especially a big fish, the knots in the net can get caught up in the gills and around the fins, and it can tear some of the skin. And still a lot better to weigh it in the net than to use grippers, say like on a big fish.
Right.
But in my opinion, if you're going to weigh a fish with a scale, this is the way to do it right here. So much better for the fish.
That's crazy that they're so hard to find in the U.S. I know that RS Nets, I believe, makes one as well now. But it seemed like it's crazy that they're so hard to find.
And we have, Dustin says that looks familiar. Yes, it does. We've
Sounds like there was a 55-pounder in.
Yeah, this smells like a 55-pound personal best from somebody's out there that was just measured in this thing.
Yeah, buddy.
But if for people wondering about durability, we've measured multiple 60-pounders in there, 50-pounders, and
Not a lick of tear, nothing.
not a lick of tear. We've weighed Stan 3's twins in it. They held up great in there, so they're only 40-something pounds, so it was okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
I'm putting this outside.
yeah, we'll put that back outside. Along with the measure and the fish, if you get a big fish and you don't have a scale, you don't have the boards, you don't have that stuff with you, you're like, oh man, I need to know. What you do is you take yourself a piece of your fishing line, you lay the fish out, take the line underneath it so it's a straight line. You don't want to, when you measure the fish, you don't go from like the tip and over the back.
Yeah.
That'll add a lot of extra inches to it. So you put the string out flat on the ground, you put the fish on top of it from the tip of the nose back to the tail. So you take just your fishing line, you get the length, then you take a line and you get the girth. You cut those lines, bring them home with you, and then you'll at least know you'll have a good way to measure approximately what the weight of that fish was. And like I said, it's really using that formula, length times girth divided by 800. It is really pretty accurate. It's within a couple of pounds.
Yeah, it is. When we a few years back when we caught that 76-pounder, we did the same thing. We measured it, length, girth, and everything, and the formula came out to within a pound of what the scale said he was. It was real close.
Well, did you see that question? Will it hold up to 100 pounds?
I don't know the exact. I don't know the exact specifications on it, but I would have no hesitation weighing 100+ pounder. Like I said, we've weighed 60s in it, and 60s, 50s, and easy. I mean, nothing, no tears in it, no. it's got metal rods that go across the top, and they're not bent or anything with
Right.
60 pounders. So,
Gotcha.
you know, look at some of the European carp. I believe the biggest European carp is over 100 pounds, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Right.
they get pretty
So-
big.
Everybody's got that HD, at least the 80. We all know how big the 80 is.
Oh, that's
and
right.
I feel like there's way easier to get a fish in that sling than try to get it into one of them nets.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yes.
100% easier.
Yeah. So there's plenty of room. You saw how long it was. There is plenty of room. We had the 60s in there, and it was fine. Like, so there's definitely room. I would say it could easily do 100. Now, the person lifting the scale up, that's a different, that's a whole other ballgame.
Well, I don't know. Stand 3. We've seen those pythons more than once.
Now, here's another cool little gadget that I just happened to see when Stan 3 brought this in, and I know that I believe it was Skip that actually did a video on how to add these
Line counters, yeah.
line counters. Talk about a handy little thing. This came on the Cast King reel, but for using the Pythagorean theorem to get your line exactly back. What a great way. You want to see exactly how deep the water is to check your fish finder. You let it out, and you can check what your depth is. So that's a pretty cool little thing that I haven't had, but I could see how valuable that could be adding that onto some reels.
Yep.
So that was Clearview Outdoors. For anybody that's interested in that, check out Clearview Outdoors. Skip's got some great videos on adding that onto. I believe it's onto some Abus, right, Roger?
Yeah.
Yep. It's the Abu 6500s. Yeah. The side plates are getting hard to find. Last I talked to him.
Mhm.
Yeah, Zach
And
says we put a 78 pounder in a HD 80.
Oh yeah, yeah. What Stan 3 was trying to say was as far as the
Yeah, it's just easier to maneuver the fish and less handling.
within the sling.
Right.
There's definitely as much space in that sling, maybe even more than there is in an HD 80.
That's what I was exactly. What I was
Yeah.
saying.
So if you can get an 80 pounder into the HD 80, you can fit it into the sling. If you get a 100 pounder in the HD 80, it'll fit in that sling.
Exactly what I was.
There we go.
So here is one of the other things, and people have been hearing about this lately, but this is the new, this Freddy's rod.
Never heard of it.
The double Y rod. Now,
Ouch.
Hey,
The
he's not
reason
even in
that-
here.
the reason that this is such a pretty cool thing, and people that have fished with us have really kind of liked it, it is right here. Number one, it's a 5 foot or a 6 foot rod, but there it is. So you got that shorter butt section. So even now in the house, it's, try to maneuver around. You're trying to show things. Try doing that with a 7.5 or an 8 foot rod. So, imagine in the boat, you're trying to get things going. It's definitely more maneuverable for that. For the kayak, that's what originally was designed for, was the kayak, where they've got them in the rod holders. The shorter butt, you can still do the pedal drives and things like that. But for myself and for other people, other anglers out there that maybe can't stand a lot when they're fishing and you're sitting down a lot, that rod butt is not getting caught in my coat. I can sit there as I'm sitting down. It's really good to handle as I'm sitting. I do a lot of fishing from sitting down. So that's one of the points that
What's up, buddy?
people may not take with that also. But with the shorter butt, it really doesn't get stuck in if you're sitting down a lot and you're kind of on a larger side. It doesn't get caught in your coats and things like that. So,
Yeah.
A lot of times when I'm live, I'll have this in my hand and I'm doing the chat and stuff, and I just got this kind of suspended. Even if I'm not necessarily bumping, it's still pretty awesome when you got that in your hand and you're kind of suspending it down. And just like bumping, when they hit that rod, bam, they hit that suspended rod like crazy. Even Epic lately has been talking about having the down rod. So we use quite a bit. And the 5 and 6 foot, what that does is that puts it pretty close to the boat and under the boat.
Mhm.
And I think as he's been talking about how effective the down rod can be, because let's say you go up to your spot and you're cast out, well, those baits may be behind that fish. Guaranteed, the one rod that's not going to be behind it is your down rod. So that would be above the upriver from the fish that are between your boat and your baits. So you got a good chance of drawing those fish up to that. Here is,
What's up, Mike?
and with the suspending part of this, here's a 10-ounce sinker. So when you've got it suspended, you've basically got that in your rod holder, and your suspended rods are usually out flat. They're they're kind of going out parallel to the water. That's a 10-ounce.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it holds a lot of weight. It does. I actually spreaded some pictures of those rods
16s.
with different weights, bowing it down. You'd be surprised how much lead that little rod will hold.
Well,
And I will say this too. You know, Stan was talking about the short butt on those rods. Yes, it is shorter than pretty much any other catfishing rod, but it is still long enough. It will fit in the OG 3345 monster rod holders. It is long enough. It will still fit in those rod holders because I have them myself and they still fit.
That there's the tidal weight, Brad Cuttle tidal weight. But okay, so that's that.
Only Stan too would have a Joey for a live stream.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed the same thing.
I'm the best.
And here is something that I wanted to try it for a while. It is King Kong Magnetics.
Oh no!
That's
Magnet
right.
fishing?
Magnet fishing.
Really?
Oh boy!
Or anchor retrieval.
Or anchor retrieval, or you happen to drop that said rod in the water as I'm on a live suspending it there. Rod retrieval. So it's got multi-purpose. But that was one of my Christmas presents. So I just wanted to show that. I thought that was pretty cool.
That is cool.
But,
Yeah. So what I'll back up and say is this: after the kids tournaments, Zach's grandson Dallas won one of the Freddy rods, and so we've actually got to put our hands on one of the rods and really give it a work over. And I'll tell you that the craftsmanship, the quality of those is really, really impressive. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty critical on looking at everything, wraps, eye alignment, and everything else, and those were spot on. So really good job.
Just passed the quality test.
There's Harold Bolton says makes a good tie off to a barge. He's clicking.
there you go. We've got a couple of it's funny that he brought that up. We've got a couple of railroad trestles around that we want to try it on. Funk.
There you go.
But that is the majority of what I have.
Okay.
Sweet. Well,
Other than this 9-foot long cable that I got, so now I can be pretty much in any part of the boat with the phone and still be able to charge it at the same time.
There you go.
Daryl says don't say barge.
It brings up bad memories.
Let me see if I can get over here to a couple things. Jeremy, did you have anything in there? I know we put a couple things up here in the thumbnail, but Stan, you got anything else?
No, that was of course, there's all kinds of stuff I can get, but that's pretty much
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we got one more thing. Stan 3 wants to show this one off. Stan 3 wants to show this off.
Yeah,
And
Zach
this is,
and I were talking about this today. We're like, man, we could just sit in the boat and just kind of go through and show all the little things that we've done and created.
Roger, we were going to do that here because I had spoke to Roger earlier, and we were planning on going out to the river, and we were going to do this out on the water. Well, one thing led to another. We weren't able to get out there, but I'm like, you know what? Let's just sit out in the boat in the driveway. We could do this whole thing right from there. But my Wi-Fi service is really crappy out there, so But here, Stan 3 wanted to show his next thing.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, buddy?
I got this awesome Christmas present here. Yo, heated vest.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I've been wanting one of those.
I got a coworker has that exact vest. He showed up with it today at work. Yep, the exact
It
one.
controls the front and the back, and apparently it's got a transmission because it says there's first, second, and third gear. So it gets toast. But you put this on, throw your jacket over top. You don't need no buddy heater. You stay out there all night.
Yeah.
When
I was looking at him, I preferred, for me personally, I feel like the vest would be the better choice because it's less bulky. You know, once you get all that stuff packed on you, I felt like the vest was going to be the best option and more likely to be worn.
That's all. You just put regular, just like you charge your phone or whatever. It's got a USB plug, goes in the pocket, and you're good to go.
That is definitely a cool item to have. It's actually one of the things on my cold weather gear topic we're wanting to do.
I don't know how much it is, but it's definitely worth it.
No matter how much.
Like
Big Mike doesn't know how long does it last. I'm going to say it's brand new and you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know yet. But I had it on. I was out doing stuff out today, and it was lasting all day long with just the one battery pack.
Okay.
So it lasts. I guess it's pretty good. I haven't given it the full test yet. We'll see what tomorrow brings us. But
Absolutely.
I'm out of here.
All right, buddy. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, so I know he likes to go on and on and on and talk, but every once in a while I get a few words in.
I can't imagine where he got that from. Can't imagine.
All righty. Well, Stan, thank you. Well, I got some things here we got lined up to show off. If unless you got anything else.
I'm good. That's I think that's it. I think we got a good start of it, and that's half the show already. So
hey, I could throw my stuff up at the end of it or during any show and put it in there. So I wanted tonight to be about the folks out there that might have cool things. So, but thank you, Stan. Appreciate you, buddy.
All right. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, everybody. We'll see you all sometime this week, I'm sure.
That's right.
Later,
that's
brother.
Right.
Deuces.
All right.
Whoa.
Hi.
Whoa.
What's up, big guy?
Go ahead and back on out of that one. I'm more comfortable with you on that side. I don't know why. I like you on that side.
You like me over here?
Nah, I just do. I don't know.
Okay.
Don't question me.
Well, here's one of the items that I have, and Justin's fishing fetish is in here. The very first time he saw it, he went and bought one. I mean, like the next day. And what this is for those of you. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Those of you that like to. There we go. To do some crappie fishing. This is a minnow bucket that basically that's a plunger in the back. Well, I'll use this over here. That's a plunger right there in the back, and it has a screen that pulls up, and it actually pulls one minnow out and shoots it.
Careful.
Shoots it out right there. Here's kind of a demonstration on it. Dude, this thing's awesome in the wintertime. You don't have to get your hands soaking wet.
I hope my dad is watching tonight's show because this would be right up his alley, right here. He would love this thing.
So, my father-in-law, he's got a hard time with his hands.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that! It spits it out the little spout there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you get too many, you just drop it down in the hole there.
Yeah. Dad, if you're listening, there you go, right there. You've. In fact, I've heard him openly complain about having to stick his big old hand in that little bucket to try to fish them out of there.
I'm telling you, a lot of things don't work like they say they do. This does.
Yeah.
It has the pump there on top you're seeing, the oxygen pump. It comes with the pump on it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's insulated. That's styrofoam foam wrapped all the way around that bucket.
Oh,
So,
that's awesome.
so they're,
Yeah,
you know, they're
that's most of the fishing my dad does is with shiners all year for sac-a-lait fishing. That's what he does a lot. So that'd be right up his alley right there. Heck yeah.
Hey, what?
I like it. Oh,
I don't want that cooler.
yep. They don't
Yeah,
give those away.
I've got one right here, like right here on. What is this? Amazon? No, that's not Amazon. This is just their website.
Yeah.
But one at a time minnow bucket. I mean, that's what it's called, one at a time. If you Google it, that's what you're going to find.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, like I said, I bought it originally because of my father-in-law's hands. He just had a hard time getting the minnows out of there.
Yep.
There, Justin says.
Yep. I can see that. That is pretty awesome.
So if you really like cold weather fishing, or I bought it for the cold weather, but I use it all year.
Yeah.
So that's one cool thing that a lot of times, anytime I take it fishing, somebody will be like, "What the heck is that?" Or go to a bait store to buy minnows. I don't know how many customers I've sent this guy because they were like, "I've never seen that before." And,
somebody saw it at the store or something. Yeah, I got you.
Now, when they get a hold of it, they mark it up like $100. So, here's another gadget. Here's another gadget that we use on the boat a lot. Zach actually kind of came along and found this and picked it up for us. But this is a hook remover. All right.
Okay.
So when you've got the hook in the mouth, if you turn that hook, the price on those bucket stores, I think $44. Yeah, $44.99.
Yeah.
If you get right in the corner of the mouth of the fish,
I told you he was watching. And want that minnow bucket.
Yeah, there you go. So when that hook is in that fish's mouth, if you get right there in that corner, like right there where it's showing, and pull that out, man, I'm telling you, it pops the hook right out of there. And it is so slick and so quick. It is really sweet gig. Now, I'll be honest with you. We started out with this one right here. Matter of fact, I still got a couple of these ones right here, and they're $8.99. And well, you get what you pay for. Down here at the very bottom, you'll see just how thin the hook is. Can you see how thin that metal is on the hook part?
Yep, I can see that.
Go back. And then if you look at, let me see if I can find another picture of this one here. Now look at the girth. Wait, where'd it go?
There we go. Try it.
Look at the girth on that one.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you from experience, on the other one up here, this cheaper one, it works. But the first time a fish goes to spinning on you or jumping around, that's going to be bent all up, and it just ain't worth having at that point. Gotcha. So, this right here, they got them on sale for $29, and that does sound really high at first. But once you start using these, I got to be honest, if you've got a hook with a really aggressive barb, we run Diachi D85 hooks. All right, that's just, we've played around, and we've found that those are, for us, the best hooks that we like to buy. Best, but they have a gnarly barb on them that you just about can't get it out. And this tool here makes it where you can pop them hooks out. You can just pop it out real quick. It's not less stress on the fish. Less tearing and ripping and all that. You just like ripping off a Band-Aid. You just get it off real quick.
Gotcha. That is pretty cool.
So, a lot of people when they see it, when I've got it out for the first time, they're like, "What the heck is that?" And next thing I know, unless you got the cheap one, then you get on the boat with J-Dog and you get a fish hooked and you say, "Watch this," and the fish goes spinning on you and rips it all to pieces. He's like, "Yeah, way to go." You're not selling very many of those that way.
No, you're not.
All right, and here comes a cool gadget, I guess you could call it. Keep in your boat. Crochet hook.
Really?
Picking out backlashes.
Oh,
There's no sharp edges. No sharp edges. If you buy a real small caliber one, now I don't know the hook sizes. I'd have to dig into it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We have pulled out so many backlashes that you're just about ready to give up. This makes it so fast. And it's a crochet needle. It fits anywhere in your box, bag, or anywhere.
That
just
is
throw it on your boat, and then bada bang, bada boom. You could work that backlash out of there real quick and get back to fishing. So
that is a cool idea. I bet my mom's got like a whole bunch of those.
Yeah.
Like I bet next time I go visit, she's gonna have one for me. I bet you.
I tell you, get the smallest one you can. The small ones will bend on you when you go working with them, but they bend right back. So but let's see. I think that's all I had thought of for tonight. Now, I was at the house. I ran to the house this weekend for Christmas, and I meant to pick these items up and have them in hand to show them to you guys, but I forgot. I'll be honest. I got caught up in Christmas stuff and got home and took off and forgot all about grabbing this stuff. But
it happens.
But this like right here, this is one of the things. I think I seen AJ in here earlier, Joe or Angie. This is probably something I had to pass on to them to keep in their bait shop, because the thing about it, I don't know how many people is going to pay $45, $50 for a minnow bucket that doesn't know what they're for, doesn't realize just how much it is, or how convenient it makes things. But once you use one or see one, it's worth it.
Yeah, if you fish with shiners enough, you already know how nice that thing would be. I can tell you now how nice that thing would be, especially during the winter when it's cold.
Oh yeah,
man.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's really the best time to use that bucket is when it's really cold. You don't want to stick your fingers in there. You could use a small net, but you're still handling all the fish. You're getting the one out and handling all the other fish, putting them back
around everywhere.
This little dude right here is just bee's knees, in my opinion.
Can you imagine if they made like a bigger size that you can pull one up, but instead it spits out like an 8-9 inch gizzard shad one at a time? Just say it.
That would be awesome.
Just say it, or like a whole brim live. Just spit it on out there for you.
We're having a hard time finding any bait right now. We're talking right now about fishing this weekend.
Really?
But all of our bait holes are frozen.
Well, if you want to come drive down here, I could definitely hook you up, because they're starting to dip shad at the dam right now, and boy, they are catching some. My God, they're starting to stack up in there.
Really?
Oh, they're catching them by the ton right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think a trip down there, it's not going to be for bait. We're going fishing.
No, hey, you better believe it. Not right now. It's still a little cold down here. Let it warm up a little bit.
Well, but also, hey, what did I do? Are you stuck? You scared yourself because you got stuck in the chair? You big dummy. Hey, I got a package the other day. Actually, I had it last week, but this was from Ed Evans, and so I figured, hey, let's open it up here.
Why not?
I kind of know what's in here, but we'll see if we can. Oh wow!
Oh yeah!
That's like one of the biggest Ziploc bags I've ever seen. Holy!
I got a bunch of those. That's those 2-gallon ones. They hard to find, but I got a bunch.
Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, we got some money. It's not money. Check it out.
How? Okay. What is that word?
I'm going to mess it up.
Ooh. I don't even want to say it because it's going to come out bad.
Daggone it. I had it right on the show the other day when we did the fishing challenge. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait a minute. Is that the Schuylkill?
Schuylkill,
is that right?
Yeah.
Schuylkill,
yep. That's it.
Nailed it.
There we go. So, Ed Evans, thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate that. We'll get that sticker up on the Wall of Fame.
I like it.
Somebody's claiming the idea that putting the shirts in the bag, but we only see Facebook users, so we don't know who you are. So you still don't get credit.
I'm sure it's somebody we know. It always is.
Stan says, I believe it's
Skookle.
Shokel.
Okay.
Shokel. Uh-oh. Somebody's messaging me. They're probably saying, stop talking, you big dummy.
Yeah, Rosie, please stop butchering that word. Yeah. That's probably what they're doing.
No, that was
I do have a couple little trinkets sitting right here on my desk.
What's up, Brandon?
Let's see if I can do this without whoa, wrong one.
That's not me.
Here we go. First one, it's a small one, and naturally my camera's gonna start messing up. I'll tell you the truth.
That's crazy. I wonder if it has anything to do with us moving the screens around.
I don't know. It's just I never move this setup. I never move it, and now it wants to mess up. You got to be kidding me. All right, hang on. I'll tell you what. Hang on. Take me off of this. Let me change. Give me about 1 second. I'm going to change something. Okay, there we go. That's better. Not the
gadget I want is the zigzag anchor cleat. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love mine. Okay, I switched to my laptop camera, so it ain't gonna hop around on me. Okay. First thing, this is something that once I discovered these things, I've had them in my boat ever since. I get these from a little company called Dale's Tackle, right here by the house, Zachary, Louisiana. It's their needle nose pliers. But the reason I like his so much is because of that right there. See that little notch right there? Yeah. You talk about excellent to pull hooks with. Because when you grab a hook and put it behind that notch and close down, that hook is coming out. There's no doubt about it. But simply because of that little notch and the end of these needle nose pliers, I love these Dale's Tackle fishing pliers that they sell. Like I said, one of my favorites that always stays on the boat right there. Now I get to show off Christmas presents.
Oh.
I've got two. I got two that I'm going to show off. The first one I'm going to show off. This is something my wife decided to surprise me with. I don't know how many people have had them or seen them just yet, but
oh yeah, I haven't seen one.
The new Hellcat Patriot rods, and I mean, you talk about just the detail in this. Stars and stripes on every guide. Guides are black, but I'll show you my favorite part, and I don't remember seeing this on the website, but in the reel seat, right where the reel foot goes, check that out.
Oh yeah,
that to me, that's the coolest detail of all. Right there is the people laser engraved right there in the reel seat. But I'm very excited to get this out on the boat. I mean, this one's the 7.5 foot medium heavy. Really curious to get it out on the boat, get some fish on it, and see how this rod performs compared to basically every other brand that I have. I've got one of almost everything now.
I'm curious about that because from what I've seen and heard, the Hellcats have a lot lighter reaction than what a lot of other ones do. So, like in my opinion, the Mad Cats run a little stiff, right? So a medium is a medium heavy, and from what I understand, the Hellcats actually go the other way. They run a little light. So like a medium heavy is really like a medium, or I don't know that. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, it seems to me, just holding the rod in my hands and nothing else, it seems to me that the backbone of the rod
is a
little further down than some other rods. So most of the rods I have, it seems like the backbone kicks in about the upper third, and it's right there. It's an immediate change. This one here seems like it's more progressive throughout the length of the blank coming down. Like I said, I haven't loaded it up yet to see how it does. I'm gonna let the fish tell me what it does.
Yeah,
Now the second trinket, I guess this was actually a present to myself, I guess you can say, because once I found out she got me that, I said, well, I gotta have something to go with it, right?
Yeah, you can't.
What better excuse to go buy a new reel?
Akuma.
So, and I just unboxed this like 10 minutes before the show.
I saw you.
So right there. But that is the new Pin Squall 220 level winds that you've been hearing everybody talk about, the new Squall 2s. Now you notice the rings, they aren't gold.
Right.
They're actually like a gunmetal color on these reels. And they actually did revise the way the side plates are screwed in. It's a little more secure and also easier to get on and off.
Okay.
Yeah, but these now Stan did it earlier, so it's that part of the show. I have to do my shameless plug. You know how things go around here, but we gonna be fancy about it though.
Oh,
yeah, check this out. Because y'all know by now that we are selling these at Triple City Anglers. Has let us know yesterday he is running a 20% off sale, everything on the site till January 1st. This reel right here, if you put code Creole 20 or Stan 20 or Jody 20, whichever code you want to use, but a 20% code, you can get this reel in my hands for $124.
that one?
Yeah, this right here for $124. Not mine, but one like. How about that?
For how much?
Like $124.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and like I said, for $124, I'm telling you, you will not find a reel that will touch this Squall as far as durability.
I've got two Squall 20s, 2 Fathom 20s, and a Squall 15.
Yeah, and I hear people ask about this all the time with other reels, but a Squall, when you disengage the reel, that it doesn't matter how many times you turn the handle, it will not re-engage. You have to actually engage the reel. I know some people say that when you go to cast, if the handle's in the wrong place, you could engage it and break something. This is not one of those reels. The only way this thing is engaging is if you physically flip the barrel and lock the reel in. This is my second Squall 2. And this will make my 4th pin Squall. I'm a fan. I'm a pin guy, die hard. Started off with Warfares, and now I'm just slowly moving all over to Squalls. Catfish and Dreams, the ones on Triple City for now do not have the line counters, but you can get them with line counters. They are available with line counters.
Yeah, I've got a Squall with a line counter and a Fathom with a line. Well, take that back. I had a Fathom with a line counter. It went.
Oh yeah.
It went off the back of the boat during a live stream. So.
Yeah, I remember that one too. I do.
Yeah, Ancient Mariners. Ancient Mariners is a good reel. I had some issues with drag, but man, they got right on top of it and got it straightened up for me. So. I can't say a whole lot. I can't say nothing bad about it. They got it taken care of. But
which hey, Triple City has those too. Same thing. You go get an Ancient Mariner. You decide you want that with the 20. I was actually going to take that off of there, but
no, you're good. Hey Jimmy, what's going on, buddy?
But the same thing. If you want an Ancient Mariner, which they've got all the different colors to match the rods, and it's a cool thing. That 20% discount, I want to say it ends up giving you the reel for like, I want to say it's like $78, something like that off the top of my head. I think it's a little less than 80 if you use the 20 codes. If
anybody's considering getting an Ancient Mariner, understand that on the 1st, they go up to $99 everywhere. This isn't a Triple City Angler thing. It's not I know AJ's he's getting hit with the same thing. He's like, man, I don't want to have to do that, but it's nationwide. So if you have been thinking about an Ancient Mariner and you still got a little bit of money left after Christmas, now be the time to do it. If you're going to pull the trigger.
Yeah, exactly. Now's the time because you'll get to catch it before the price increase and plus with a 20% off. I mean, if you were thinking about it, hey, now's the time.
Yep. Kevin said they already went up to $99. I didn't think that took place till after the first of the year.
That's what I heard.
He might know. He might know better. He deals with all this stuff. That's Monster Cat catfishing website there. He's actually the one I went through to get my when I got the new net. Creole's bad flies. I got 2 more pins coming in the mail right now.
I have that effect on people. I'm just not only that, but he got a Tarova like mine, and I tend to be a bad influence.
Well, that right there is a great that's a great investment. The Tarova. Is this the cleat that you have?
That is exactly the one I have. Yes, that is it.
4-inch.
Yep, 4-inch made by Atwood. That is the one I have. Yep.
So I know I saw a couple comments come through chat there that was talking about this cleat that Jeremy has talked to us about, and so there's your cleat, and that's a zigzag cleat. So in case nobody's familiar with what we're talking about here, can you explain why this is such a good cleat to have, at least on the very front of your boat for the anchor?
Yeah, the reason I have this one on the very nose on the center of my boat, and I like it because of the design. You can have an absolute full load on that rope, completely loaded, and if you stand right over the cleat and start pulling the rope straight up, it'll pop right out of that cleat and it'll get you off. Like if an emergency situation, you need to get off your rope really, really fast, hurry up, stand over it, pop, pop, pop. It'll pop it out of those notches and it'll come right out. With a traditional anchor cleat, you've got to unload it somehow to be able to untie whatever knot you put in it. Right. Not like one Roger's showing right there.
Yeah,
but with that zigzag cleat,
most of us do the figure 8 and 2 wraps.
Yeah.
I mean,
the figure 8 with two hitches. Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you're under stress, there ain't no way you're getting it out of there.
No. And sometimes that'll lead to you cutting a rope just because you can't unload it. So you got to cut it to get off of it. With this right here, and I can tell you, I've had that thing loaded to where it was wanting to start to pull my nose down on the boat. Stand right over it, pop, pop, pop. It'll come right out. You know, and I didn't discover that about it until after I had it. That's not why I bought that zigzag cleat, you know, but I discovered that's how they work, and I love it. It saved me from cutting that rope a few times, I promise you. And they are very strong. You're not gonna. I've only broken one cleat like that before, and I probably came close to turning over my boat doing it. You know, they're very, very, very strong.
So it looks like on that hook remover, I'm just playing around because I seen it was already 20% off, and then there was a 15% off coupon you could apply, which took like $4.45 off of it. So you can get that thing delivered for $27.
That is pretty cool.
Oh, I didn't realize it was on the screen. I guess you guys already saw it.
Well, you're showing everybody. Hey.
Yeah.
So you could have just played it off like you did that on purpose, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Well, has my shipping address and everything, which I think all my shipping address and everything, personal information is all on my. I ain't got no secrets.
Nah, I'm the same way.
But what do you got planned for this weekend? New Year's? Any fishing coming up? We are actually going to try to hit the river this weekend. Unbelievably, our river is low right now.
Really?
Yeah. You know, wait 24 hours, it could change, but right now we are like a foot over normal pool.
Well, our was up, and now it's I've got a pretty decent little drop coming back. It's gonna get back to normal low, not epic low like it was before. I try to go back to my other camera, and now it's skipping again.
I don't understand what's going on.
It was obviously it's the webcam, because when I switch to my laptop camera, it stops. It does fine. See, it does fine. It does fine when I switch to my laptop camera. So
your webcam's acting up. G-Style, you got to go back and rewatch this show, buddy. We have covered some really cool stuff. Stan came on early, and shared some cool stuff and did a little show and tell with us. I had a few little, I don't know what you call them, gadgets, tools,
some cool
ideas
stuff.
that that was good. And then Jeremy had a couple new toys and a sweet deal. Throw that Triple City code back up there.
Wait, I got and throw it. There we go.
There you go, Kevin. I'll come off here. Kevin says he's heading to the lake tomorrow for the first time in a long time, and there's your TripleCityAnglers.com.
Yep, 20% off everything on the site, including these new Pin Squall 2s. I said, get you a Pin Squall 20 for $124.
I seen Dominic come in there. He says he's going to have to rewind and check it out. Yeah, we try to. I was hoping some more folks would jump in tonight with some cool stuff. We might have to do another one here in a few months. Everybody kind of get the idea of what we're trying to do here.
Yep.
But yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to kind of share some stuff. Actually, I said it the other day too, and I gave Kevin the credit. He did one. It was like cool gadgets from Amazon, and he bought a bunch of these gadgets and stuff off Amazon and kind of did a review on each of them and kind of showed them off. And it, I thought it was really cool. I really enjoyed that show. And so I kind of got the spin-off idea from him for this one here. I would have jumped in, but I didn't learn about it until it was too late. That's all right, Kevin. Well, we'll do another one. Or, you got shows too. Do the same thing on your show. New stuff, different stuff. Creole.
I think actually you can add. I think you can add one to the Tarovas. I think it Bluetooths to it or something like that. I don't have one because I have no use for that. But it seemed like I remember when I bought mine, I could have gotten one if I wanted to, if I remember right.
Hello, D. Kevin says he's got a new propane tank that's freaking awesome. That is intriguing.
I saw that. It's a little 5-pound bottle, and it comes like like it's wrapped, like in a fabric kind of case. He made a short about that. Yes, definitely, especially you that's got that Blackstone. Yes, go check that out. I found that very interesting. Yep, a little 5-pound propane bottle.
Let's see.
I watched it today. I don't know when he put it out, but I watched it today.
Score says, Roger, did you get my email? I got an email from Buck Williams just now. I'm not sure what I'm looking at, Buck, to be honest. Maybe I just don't see it, but I don't want to put it up on here until we know what it is. I mean,
you gotta.
No, there's no way this could be something inappropriate. I just don't understand what I'm looking at. Does this pertain to any of our conversation?
No, that is a trailer tire rotation diagram.
Oh, that does.
That's what that is. It took me a second, but that's what that is.
There you go. Yeah, you're right. Yep, he said it right there. Tire rotation. Yeah. You always want to go crisscross. Never just. Yeah, I wasn't seeing it as tires. I don't know what I was seeing it as, but it was not coming to me like that. Skull Rush, I do not see an email.
You have to forgive me. I'm a little bit slow. All this cold medicine, I think, kind of been just dragging my brain back a little bit, I believe.
Skull Rush, is that from a few weeks back? All right, let me do some digging and find out if I've missed you. I'll catch up. But you're on my radar now. I'll go back and dig. I try to keep my emails caught up. There's just so many freaking what is that for, Kevin? Oh, that
must be the Amazon link to that little propane tank that he was. Oh, yeah. He did in that short. Yeah, but it was a cool little, it's probably, I don't know, that big. It looked like pretty compact deal, for a boat.
Let's see real quick here. I might be able to get it pulled up for us if I can get over there fast enough. Do this over here, do that. Make sure it's muted. It's not. It is now. Kevin, Amazon, go. Boom. Wow. That's.
Yeah. There she is. Yep.
This is a refillable tank.
Yeah. And it has the real valve and link, just like an actual propane tank, you know?
And so is this a protective bag to keep it in, to keep it from getting banged and jarred up? And it looks like a bag that sits down in and then zips across the top there.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's pretty cool.
Yep, 5 times the fuel, standard valve, rugged carrying case. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Wow, that does look cool.
Yeah,
Wow, look at that.
And he says here that it'll replace 5 of the little green 1 pound tanks. So it's a true 5 pound tank.
Huh.
That's cool.
Look at that. It's currently unavailable already.
Oh wow.
At least that might.
Hey buddy, you never know.
Kevin says they sold out as soon as they put the video up.
Well, I hope you got a commission on that if that's the case.
That's it. They'll use some royalties here.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, that is pretty cool looking. On my boat, I got enough room. I use a full size, what are they, 15 or 20 pound?
Yeah.
Cylinders. I use a full size one. I set it down inside of a old milk crate, so it can't roll and slide around. And but I've got a lot of room, so if you got less than 24 or 22 foot of boat, it's you gotta be very clever and careful when it comes to space on the boat. That's one of the things that we was going to talk about, like on Zach's boat. Just one morning we was getting ready to go fishing, and he's like, we got all these dragon weights, right? We had a big order come in from Dirty South Dragon Weights, and we had all these dragon weights, and we're like, man, we don't want to keep putting these things in the box and have to dig them out and get them back. So he took a piece of PVC, and he's got homemade vertical rod holders with sinker boxes welded all the way across. It's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen that on his. Yeah.
So we just cut PVC. We found the shortest dragon weight, which was a 2 ounce, and we made it just a little bit shorter than the 2 ounce, and put I think it was a 3-inch, might be a 2-inch PVC pipe, and zip tied it to the back of it. It looks slick as could be, and you stick all of our dragon weights in there. Easy peasy, out of the way. They're right there. I like that. And they drain off. Some dragon weights, depending on what they're made with, they'll rust up on you. And
yeah.
But these are lead and backing foam and all that stuff. But yeah, it was like, man, we need to do a show from the boat and just kind of go through. It's like, this is how we got our boat set up. I would love to see a show or see some people kind of go through their boats. That's one of the things I really enjoy about tournaments. To me, it's kind of like a boat show, like a car show. I love walking by everyone's boats in the parking lot and just looking over everything and be like, dude, that's cool. I never thought of that. And just pick up, because people got great ideas everywhere. Most people never think twice about it, and they just do it. And, kind of like my cutting board hack. I just did it. And then some folks saw it and they're like, dude, why don't you make a video? I was like, I don't know. I just thought of it on the whim.
Yeah, but and maybe you don't realize that what you have is kind of a one-of-a-kind idea until you start talking to other people and like, oh, I'm the only guy who thought of doing that. And maybe you assume everybody's thought of that, but then no, they didn't. It is pretty cool. Yeah,
Kevin says you just take them to the hardware store and they'll fill them up, and I tell you, it's a lot cheaper than going and exchanging tanks all the time.
Oh yeah. If it's less than what it used to be. I know that it is around here, but there's less places that'll just fill a bottle for you than what it used to be. But if you still got some, definitely cheaper.
Easy way to keep dragon weights is 3 or 4 inch key rings. Clip the same weight to the key ring and the magnet bar mounted somewhere, and then snap it to the magnet. That's a great idea too.
Yep.
Hey, here we go.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own little sweet tricks. Ed Evans has a sweet setup. We'll have to pay attention next time we see Ed Evans out on his boat.
Definitely.
Kind of give us a walkthrough and show us some of these cool little things. I love seeing that stuff.
Yeah, I've been promising to do an updated walkthrough because I've got a lot of people on TikTok asking me like to do a 3-minute or less walkthrough of my boat, which is going to be tough with all the stuff I got on it now. But I need to do one to post on both, on TikTok and on YouTube.
There you go. Kevin says he's planning on doing a second episode of the Cut Bait series about tournament boats in March when the Santee Big Cat Brawl comes through again. Now that's cool. That's exactly what I'd like to see.
That would be cool.
I found my boat in an alley loaded with trash. I call it the Yellow Alley Apple.
Oh, wow. Hey, one man's trash, another man's treasure.
That's right. Yeah, right there. We do the same thing. You get a 20-pound propane cylinder and just refill the 1-pounders.
Yeah, and just keep filling it up.
Yeah, you just turn it upside down and let it go. Mm-hmm. Now, you never quite get a whole pound back in them, but, I mean, it's still a lot cheaper than buying those tanks.
Yeah, because the pressure is going to kind of equalize when it's full. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to. I think you even have to bleed off some air or something.
Bleed air out. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I thought I just saw. Oh, Jeff Beal says Ed Evans' shirt is next to be framed.
Cool.
I'm not framing it. I'm wearing it.
There you go.
I'll have that shirt on. Well, guys, we already hit an hour into this show, and we just wanted to come on and kind of share some stuff and have some fun. I thought Show and Tell was a cute cute title, and man, we still got 78 people here.
I know, it's awesome,
man.
Good crowd. I love a good crowd.
Good crowd. Yeah. We got probably a good time for Winter Safety Boating Show. Brandon, you're a little late. We talked about that a little bit ago. I've got lots of notes from previous years, a couple years worth of anyway, of winter safety tips. Here's the first one I tell you. If you're the first guy to the boat ramp in the morning and you're going to pull your trailer out, pull out to the edge of the water and let your water drain back into the river or lake or whatever. Don't just take off flying up the boat ramp when it's freezing out and just cause a huge slick for somebody else. If you're one of the guys behind them, now's the time to start carrying salt and shovels in your trucks. Because if that is frozen over like that, you're going to want to go out and throw some salt down first before you ever attempt to put your boat in. So two ways to look at it. If you're the guy there first, stop at the end of the ramp, it takes 30 seconds to let that water, at least most of it drain back off and then take off. Or if you happen to get there and somebody's already done that, please check it before you go back it over top of it. And, a bag of salt's like $10, man. Pick you up a bag of salt and put it out there. So,
yeah. And it's kind of funny. And Roger's going to roll his eyes at me here. But, the first time he told me that about stopping and letting the water drain, I would have never in a million years thought about that because we don't really have that problem around here.
Right.
But occasionally we do. Every now and then we'll get a winter that will have some really cold days like this. We just got out of that phase.
Yeah.
And I promise you, there is not a person in Louisiana that would ever think to do that because we don't deal with that, but it'll mess some people up for sure.
Hang on. There you go.
There you go.
I wish I'd bought this one with the gauge on it. That's pretty slick. The one I got right now, it's just a hose, buddy, that attaches. It goes from one to the other. So you can adapt from a 20 to because that's what I do. I got that. I got the
adapter hose, basically.
What's that?
An adapter hose, basically.
Yeah, adapter. That's the word I was struggling to find. So right there, you can hook it right up and turn a 20-pound cylinder to run any of your 1-pound cylinders. The tank that
comes with the hose. There you go.
Yep. That
comes sure does. Yeah.
There it is.
It sure does.
So, that's why I love this right here. Sharon, they, a lot of this stuff I didn't know about that. I knew they made a bigger tank. But like this one, having a carry case and having it like protected around it. Yeah. Now, I don't know that you're ever going to puncture one of those in a boating or a fishing scenario, but just having it not bang and ting around the boat is nice. Like,
yeah.
I set mine in that old milk crate and shoot it. It's the corners are triangular. It gives me room to I slide my oil in one, my spatula in one. It's like like a little caddy.
You are better cheddar prepared.
Oh yeah, we are better cheddar prepared. I'm waiting for Becca to give me her official. She told me that she bought better cheddars for the very first time and tried them. Or was going to try them. I don't know if I've talked to her since she tried them, but I'm waiting on the official response.
I'm not going to lie to you. I've never eaten them either. I've eaten wait a minute. Before you fire me from the show, hang on a second. I've eaten the Johnsonville just straight up brats. I love the Johnsonville Italian sausages. I've eaten a lot of stuff from there, but I can't ever remember actually doing the better cheddars themselves. So really? I don't know. That might be the subject of a video one of these days, I guess.
Now I feel like Becca.
And Freddie's like,
she looks up everything. Right there, buddy. Johnsonville better cheddar. Today's show brought to you in part by Johnsonville Better Cheddars. Everything's better with cheddar.
Shameless plug, baby. I love it.
Ain't no plug. Johnsonville ain't never gonna know me.
Hey. This year has been the year of unexpected things that nobody ever thought would happen. So you know what? You never know. You never know. Just saying.
Buck Williams was going for the you're fired.
Yeah, I'm fired.
Donald Trump, you're fired. Yeah. Now see, Kevin, I've actually been looking for those. I have been looking for those. I haven't seen them anywhere, any of the stores I've been to yet. Now, we move around. Oh God. Freddie's still sore.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of the experience. I mean, it's part of the experience. It's like going to Chicago and not getting a deep dish pizza or being shot at. I mean, it's part of the experience.
G-Style, thank you again, buddy. We just like to share. Yeah. We just like to share. That's one of my favorite shows always, and still I find myself going back and watching. And if you don't do it, take the time to go back and check out Chris Souders and Slunger Cat Outdoors. He is 10 times the angler. Well, he's more than 10, 50 times better the angler than I am. He does a fantastic job of teaching. I'll never be able to fill his shoes. But when he stopped doing the Tuesday night tackle talk, I was really kind of empty, and that's kind of where I stepped in. I love to share and teach, and I don't know it all, and my way is not the only way or even the best way, but it's what has worked for me at times, and Jeremy as well. So we just like to share. Yeah. If it helps somebody just a little teeny bit,
yeah, that's it. I share what works for me, and every now and then it'll help somebody out, or maybe give them a perspective that they didn't think of. So that's what it's all about.
Yeah, sometimes it's not really. Sometimes it's just Kevin, that link won't work right there. I tried to pull it up and it's telling me, page cannot be found. Yeah, and the thing is, you'll see, sometimes you'll see stuff that somebody else is doing, and it may not directly apply to you or your situation. Kind of like, we talk about a lot of this cold weather stuff, but it's not really going to pertain. But then you may find yourself in a situation like, holy crap, hey, I remember situation like these guys have always been talking about it. Here I am. I got this situation now. Yeah. Or, you could tweak it to work in your way or whatever.
Yeah. So. Yeah. If nothing else, an idea can inspire another idea.
I love that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If the fish aren't biting, fire up the grill. Something's going to bite one way or another. You or them.
Something's going to happen.
It's usually the fish. Look, I've done ruined him. Can't go fishing without better cheddars. So, hey, I like this comment too. Word of mouth is the best advice.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Except about when the fish are biting. Because by the time you hear about it, it's too late.
Boy, if
Only
we took off
time-
running every time we heard the fish were on fire, we would never sit down.
Oh, yeah. 3 days later, you finally hear about it. Like, oh, well.
There we go. Actually, somebody just said this a minute ago. Oh, it was last night. Catfish Weekly. Josh Dunningham was talking about, finding short tip Saturdays.
Yeah.
Whatever he calls it.
Yeah, short tip Saturday. Yeah.
Okay. And somebody has mentioned about using your buddy heater to cook.
Yeah, because you're saying somebody heating up hot dogs on a buddy heater, something like that. Oof. Hey, if it works.
Robin C says a soon-to-be comfy boat owner, a pontoon. A lot of these are great. Plus, my drift socks came in. Thanks, Roger and Creole. Hey, no problem, Robin.
Yeah.
No problem.
Awesome. Got the party barge, baby. Love it.
Yep. I had that big pontoon of mine for a long time, man. I loved having that thing. If I could afford another boat, I'd probably have a pontoon, a big one, just for.
Right.
I gotta be honest, crappie fishing off a big pontoon, man, nothing like it. it was just awesome.
You can bring people with you.
Oh yeah, mine was.
Bring some people.
I know I've said it before, but yeah, mine was 30 foot long. It's like a dock.
Yes. You could literally make a houseboat out of that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Heck yeah.
It just got to the point where we had to let something go, and responsibilities. Daggone it. It was either that or the muskrat, and then the muskrat ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, you got to do the adult thing. That's how it goes.
Yeah. Well, Danny shows up like a blister once all the work's done.
I know, right?
Been editing videos.
Still love you, Danny.
Yep, there we go. Well, guys, we appreciate you guys stopping in tonight and hanging out with us. Stan, appreciate you popping up here for us for a little bit. He understood the assignment. Jeremy, pleasure as always, my friend.
Heck yeah, brother.
And I don't think we ain't got nothing figured out yet for next week, do we? I got a couple guests that have been on the back burner. Might yank a guest up on here and see we can't have some fun.
I like it.
If you guys haven't noticed by now, I don't, Jeremy and I, we don't really like to flood the show with guests. We love having guests on here, but we want to find new, genuine, people that aren't already either doing a live stream or on another shows and stuff.
Gotcha.
Trying to show a spotlight or kind of help some other folks out or just bring something different into the atmosphere. I've got somebody I think would come on the does good content, but I don't know if I can get him on the show. I don't know how he feels about all that.
Okay. Well, hey, ain't but one way to find out. Same thing. I've got one in my back pocket, and if I could ever just convince him, we'd have a good show.
Well,
I just got to do a little more poking. That's all. I'm a persuasive kind of guy, though. I tend to talk people into stuff. So
I will give you that. Kevin, buddy, thanks for stopping in. Have a good night, brother. Buck, I will. I think it was Buck said that. Said they sent the video. I didn't see it, but
yeah,
we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up tonight and call it a night. And I know you got to work in the morning. You got to work in the morning?
Yeah, I got to work in the morning.
There we go.
It'll be all right.
Well, anyway, I'm trying to read chat as I'm leaving. I said, we'll send you a link. Oh, boy. All right. We're out of here, guys. We'll see you next Tuesday night. Same cat time, same cat channel.
Bon péché, everybody.
Bon péché, everybody. Good night.